Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would start off by talking about energy healing and a little bit about what it is. In one of my earlier videos I know I mentioned that I work with energy and I do Reiki, and that's something that a lot of people who meet me and talk to me don't really understand. So I thought I would throw it out there and just have a chat about it. Okay, so what is an energy healer? Well, an energy healer is a person, so it's a term used to describe a person who channels healing energy from the universe through their body, often out their hands, into a client for the purposes of benefiting their subtle energy. So practitioners of energy healing use a variety of modalities to bring a person's subtle energy systems back into balance. So the subtle energy systems are the chakras, the meridians, and the aura around a person's body. And practitioners use a variety of things from hands-on touch to, sound healing, crystals, essences. There's a whole array of things that are used to help restore balance to someone's energy systems, which triggers the body's ability to heal itself. So there are many different types of energy healing available if you're looking for a practitioner or you're just curious. There are things like Qigong, Reiki, sound healing, therapeutic touch, shamanic healing, crystal healing. The list goes on, and is as different as you and I are. We all require a different form of healing to bring about our body's ability to open up and release the things that we store within them energetically and emotionally. Okay, so a question I often get asked is there a religious base to energy work? And is energy work against religion, or how do they differ, I suppose? So the difference is a spiritual healer or an energy healer doesn't require faith or religion as a prerequisite to enabling someone to heal. That said, a lot of different traditional religions do use energy healing, from the power of group prayer to hands-on healing, where there's the laying on of hands that a group will do to help a person. And there are other forms that are used within religions, and often you see that on like televangelists and that sort of thing. But an energy healer doesn't see the faith in a particular god as the thing required to heal. So, in my opinion, we are all able to experience energy. We all feel and sense it. Just some of us have gone out of our way to learn how to listen to those cues more deeply and understand what they mean. So, it's pretty common in the English language for people to say, oh, they had good vibes, or oh, I didn't like the vibes there. And that's something we all recognize as a legitimate feeling, a legitimate thing we can pick up on when we enter a space. So you can walk into a room, and if there has recently been an argument there, you can feel the tension. You could walk into a place that has existed in a time of horrific historical trauma, and you can feel it tingle in the air. You can feel the vibes. That's something that as humans we all recognize exists. So a spiritual healer or an energy healer has just taken the time to learn to listen to their intuition, to interpret those feelings, to find out what they mean, to hear them more clearly, and to understand how to move them and unblock the channels to open a person up to the ability to heal themselves. So I thought I would talk about what you could experience if you went and saw an energy healer, just to kind of take a little bit of the, fear people have away from things that they don't fully understand. So if I give an energy healing, what a client would experience would be coming into a space where there is a massage table, There's usually quiet, calming music being played. The space has been set up to help you feel at ease. Usually a comfy pillow, a warm blanket or a warm towel, and really the only thing you need to come with is an open mind. If you can walk into that space open to the idea that you could heal and you could be putting your trust in that practitioner, if you can walk into that space open, then that practitioner can also meet you in that space, and that allows greater healing. That way that practitioner doesn't have to convince you. They don't have to talk you around to believing what they're telling them. But every energy healer I have ever seen or worked with is so intuitive that in half a minute they will be able to tell you something that you wouldn't even tell your closest friend about yourself. And that moment makes you go, oh shit, okay, I can't hide here. And that can be confronting for people, but sometimes it helps drop the skeptic away. But generally, if you walk into an energy healing space, you will be made comfortable, usually given a glass of water, asked to lie down on a massage table, and that practitioner will generally work above your body unless they've asked you specifically if you're comfortable with touch. And they will use crystals and pendulums and sound and smoke and sage to lift any dross and negative energy out of your auric field and out of your meridians and out of your chakras, and that is something that is non-invasive. And unless you are particularly sensitive to energy, sometimes you won't feel anything, and sometimes you might feel warmth or tingling. Some people feel like a pulling feeling. Some people feel nothing. Some people can sense that a crystal gets warm or it gets cold or it starts to shake, but it all depends on your sensitivity as to what you pick up on and what you feel. Often an energy healer will wait to the end of a session to give you a little bit of a debrief on what they've picked up on and what you need to know, and what's important for you to take away. But it is a fairly passive form of healing where you get to relax, you get to lie down and feel rested. And when you leave an energy healing, you should feel calm and feel rested. But like getting a massage, when you've had certain trigger points in the body released, it's like having a knot in a muscle released and relaxed. Your body can release the toxins that were stored in that situation. So after a massage, you need to drink a ton of water. It's the same thing with an energy healing. You need to drink a ton of water to help your body release those toxins so you don't get sick. And so and by sick I mean cold and flu-like symptoms, or a bit of diarrhea if you've released a particularly large amount of energy that can release from the body. And that's why I suggest you drink a whole heap of water after an energy healing. But generally you're going to walk away feeling better than when you walked in. You feel grounded and centered again, and like the fog in your head is lifted. That is the beauty of an energy healing. You will walk away feeling like you've had a day in a spa, or a day, on a Fijian beach in the sun with a cocktail in your hand. You should walk away feeling calm and peaceful. Okay, so how do you find a reputable energy healer? Because obviously this kind of healing work comes shrouded in this belief about, crystal balls and quackery that have existed for centuries, where, people put the idea of psychics and mediums and healers into this collective box of bullshit artists, which is entirely not true, might I just add. But finding a healer that resonates with you is important. So, a lot of yoga centers can sort of point you in the right direction, or a lot of Reiki centers can sort of point you in the direction of other healing modalities. There are a lot of acupuncture centers around, which is another form of energy healing. But really, what I would suggest is that you just trust your vibes. We live in a digital age. Jump on Google, have a look around, but have a conversation with someone, meet them, talk to them before you have a healing, have a phone conversation, but trust your vibes, because your vibes will tell you whether this is the right person to enable you to heal yourself. Because that's how it works. It's a symbiosis, a connection between two people where one person's energy enables yours to unlock. And if you go into that feeling like you can't trust them, then you're with the wrong healer. So I would suggest that you do that. You trust your instincts. Here in Australia, we also have the Energetic Healing Association. You can jump on there and have a look. There's also the spiritual pages in, I think it's called the Spiritual Directory. I'll check that and I'll put it at the end of this video, where you can look up qualified practitioners. But it always comes back to your energy. Everything comes back to energy. So trust your instincts, trust your vibes, and be open and willing to see the world a little differently than how you genuinely do. And you might be surprised. Anyway, I just thought I would throw in some takeaway points before finishing off this video. So if you're curious, go out, seek a healer, trust your instincts. Point 1. Point 2, be open to the option that healing could help you. Try and, put the skeptic aside and be willing to see what could happen. I read somewhere today that you don't have to understand gravity to fall on your ass. It's the same thing. You don't have to understand the ins and outs of energy healing to be able and willing to receive it. Give it a go and you might be surprised. I'm trying to think what else there is to say, really. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment in the comment box, like and subscribe to my page, and I'll see you next time. Bye.